I have a lot to say. So hello, welcome to video number 2. So before I start this, let me just say that asking, seeking, knocking, literally at the beginning of this year, I had my plans and was just going to mindlessly do them, but things are starting to make sense. When fighting disease, infection, harmful bacteria, or healing, it is crucial to support the immune system. My lab test showed that some of my key immune-boosting nutrients were low. It is my focus to increase these nutrients to relieve stress and empower my defense forces and systems. It makes sense that these nutrients be at an optimal level to support healing. I had already planned to go to the doctor, but it's like I would have went to the doctor and ran into that brick wall. I will link that video in the description box below, where the doctors, they have their protocol and they're not really trying to help heal disease. They're not trying to help heal cancer because they don't believe that it is possible. So there's that brick wall of not getting the tests that I needed, and them thinking that they know more and they know better. So I was going to go to the doctor regardless, but coming across some information from a conversation that I had in one of the other videos that I did led me to MAG, the Magnesium Advocacy Group, the Root Cause Protocol, and Morley Robbins. Some of the things I have heard, and I just stored them in my memory bank, and I just did not have the energy to act upon them. But after looking at that video, looking at several videos, things started to make connections, and that is what's going to be the additional supplements that I am taking. And also, looking at that video enabled me to find the independent lab testing. So through clicking that link, I was able to find request a test. And so that's what I did. I went and got my own testing that I will continue to use in the future to see if in fact are the blood smoothies helping me manage what's going on with my anemia. You know, are the supplements, are the foods that I'm eating helping my body heal, helping my body heal and supporting my daily life. So with that being said, I did a hair strand test. It was recommended that you do a minerals test, but I wanted to know more so about heavy metals, as well as I did some blood work. So the ones that I'm going to talk about is iodine, and from my understanding, from the beginning, I did a video with the thyroid, and iodine is what the thyroid, it supports, it's the fuel, it's the payment for the thyroid. And I'll link that video in the description box below that talks more about that. But the thyroid is going to affect someone's weight, it's going to affect someone's healthy cell growth. The thyroid is so important. Check out the video. But my level is 41.3, and I put the ranges up there. So I'm low in that. So that means that my body has to overcompensate, make amends for my lack of iodine. And I'm trying to heal. I don't want my body to think about me not paying my bills. I want the money, the funds, the nutrients to be there so that the body can access them and do what it needs to do to check cancer, check bacteria, check viruses, check dysfunction in the body. The next thing that I had looked at, which the doctor told me that I could not get, was my zinc, and I was in the lower middle range. It's 60, and once again I'll put the ranges up here. Again, this is my immune system. This is how my immune system, this pays my immune system bill. I definitely wanted to know about natural sources of zinc, and the one that stood out was raspberries, so I'm doing like smoothies, and those videos and more information about raspberries and zinc are to come. I don't want it to be at a 60 which is relatively low. I want those funds to be available so that my body can access them and do what needs to be done. So I am taking an iodine supplement, a natural iodine supplement, which is kelp, and it tastes fishy. It wasn't organic, but it is non-GMO. And I am taking, I'm doing a zinc supplement, which I don't have right here for whatever reason. It's not top of the line zinc. And I'm also consuming more raspberries. Spleen. My spleen is enlarged, and I don't know if this is new or it's been that way and I just was never told, or maybe I was told and I just did not know I did not know to pay attention to it. So that's a very delicate situation, because that spleen can rupture if it's impacted from the inside or if it's impacted from the outside. And to support my spleen, I'm taking this supplement as recommended by Patrick Delves. And I'm going to get a little bit into the benefits of this supplement. So not knowing much about it, I wanted to do my own research and for human consumption. And so per the website, this is a kidney support. It's a blood support. I mentioned in my spleen video that the spleen is responsible for recycling red blood cells that are worn, damaged, old, etc., to be reused in the body. So this supports that process with mushrooms or herbs. It supports the spleen, and it's this thing called dampness. And you can get it from, like, if you're vegan, from eating too many, or vegan raw, you can get it from eating too many raw foods. It's about balance, having a combination of raw and cooked vegetables, but it works against dampness in the spleen. That's water retention. It also helps with the stomach, heart, vertigo, back, knees, and edema. So getting down into it, Rehamannia has been called, or was originally called, foxglove, and it's an ancient Asian remedy, and it has been used to treat diabetes, tired blood or anemia, weak bones, osteoporosis, allergies, adrenal functions, and the body's response and ability to manage stress. It actually is listed as it restores the adrenal glands, thyroid function, kidney function, red blood production, blood flow, circulation, and menopause. These are just some of the things that I found quite interesting about it. It does so much more. I think what I'm going to do is list the information that I found regarding the combination of herbs and mushrooms in this formula. But overall, what I see that this is formulated, it's like with checks and balances, because some of the things will cause adverse reactions in the body if not taken correctly, and then some of the other things will bring those reactions into check. So I found that pretty interesting. But it seems overall to support the spleen, as well as blood in the body, bone health, hormone health, and help with the lymphatic system. As well as I'm currently doing a cleanse with this complete kidney. So with the indication from my lab test, I'll list the name up here. I forget the name of it, but it's an indication of infection, and it was in the urine test. I wanted to do a kidney cleanse, and I just found this randomly online, and it has a whole bunch of helpful ingredients. So I am doing this as well as doing an elimination diet, which I will share more about that. But this week I am not consuming grains. I'm not consuming rice, oatmeal, bread. I'm consuming a very minimal amount of meat. I'm talking about a few slits of meat, and I'm focusing on my lymphatic system with the berries, melons, the astringent fruits, as well as my 7 cups of fruits and vegetables, and giving my digestion a break. So from another source of information, I'm doing this thing, I've been doing it for several months now, where I am calling my digestion to rest. So I don't eat between the hours of 8 a.m. and 12 p.m. And that is supposed to be the time that my body is eliminating, and it doesn't have to digest anything because I didn't eat anything during the nighttime. And it's supposed to be getting rid of waste naturally. And then in between 12 p.m. and 8 p.m., those are the times that I can eat, and I'm only supposed to eat every 3 hours, and I mostly only eat 2 times during that time frame. But the whole idea about that is to allow the 3-hour intervals for your body to process the food that you're eating so that you can eliminate waste during that time as well. And then cutting off the eating at 8 so that you have your food is digested before you go to bed, because I mentioned in another video that I found out that sleep is not just for enjoyment. It actually, your body is working during that time, and it's better to have the digestion empty while the body is repairing and restoring itself. Also trying to do that to see if it can help me go to combat my my energy levels, like where I get a lot of energy at night and I'm like tired during the daytime. So this cleanse I am doing to help with my kidneys. The verdict is still out on it. I'll talk more about it in videos to come. That's all that I wanted to say. Until next time, thanks for watching.